So if you think it's important to have a place to live, to help people get a place to live, we've got some experts here that make it easy. They've been doing this for combined 40 years. They really know what they're talking about. Stay tuned for this one. Welcome everyone to Your Little Castle Show. Talk about castles. Talk about the Castle Show. Boy, we've really lined it up today. JZM Property Management. We got Nikki and Wardell in the studio here with me. And this one kind of hits home a little bit because how many of us are looking for a home, and we know that there's a nice warm place for you, but some people, they need help and they don't know where to go. They don't know where the resources are. Well, we got some experts here. 40 years combined plus, actually. I think Nikki started when she was 7. And so that would add up now.
I appreciate that. Yes.
But they literally have kind of revolutionized the way in St. Louis. They've got all of the ins and outs about where you go in our community to get the best housing for your family. Even if you've had a credit issue or a housing issue in the past, you can help people and help get them in a situation that can really help them find a nice place to live. Is that fair?
That is fair, yes.
All right, with that, with that though, Carroll House Furniture, because you like nice things in your little castle. That we might, our experts, JMZ Property Management, Nikki and Wardell, might have helped you to get that property where you live. So, and we say that's because you like nice things in your little castle. And with that, we say, all right, now let's put up this. You got an awesome website, and you've got a Facebook page, and then we did Google does this thing when I do a search. Now they've got the AI, and they've got like pages of stuff written about them, about all the people they've helped and the work that they've done in our community. So again, welcome Wardell and Nikki to our studio.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having us here. We greatly appreciate it. Yes.
Well, and we had a nice little discussion. We've got some connections. SLU going on here a lot, but our friend who played for the Billikens, and your kids played basketball too, isn't it?
Yes, they won state championship at Cardinal College Prep. That's one of them, and then they went overseas to play basketball as well. So we are avid basketball fans. Yes.
All right. Well, I appreciate it. And who was our friend? He's now he graduated from SLU.
Larry Hughes.
Larry Hughes. That's right.
Well, Larry Hughes and Junior. Well, Junior didn't graduate. He's still playing.
Yeah. And Larry Hughes' son. Now, Larry and I have done a couple things in the community, but you guys, the salt of the earth, good people we've got here with us that make it fun to do this show, because we love talking to the leaders who are making it happen. But tell me then, Wardell, you kind of, this was your strategy. This is your big move. Give me a little bit of your history and what led you here. Why you ended up where you're as a CEO of your own company here.
Well, it started off in 2003, where I started as a mortgage banker. So I was doing mortgage loans, and I got really excited and with the aspect of helping people, buy homes, especially people that were not able to qualify for certain types of loans, and just the gratification of knowing that I'm putting a family into a home. It overwhelmed me. So with me doing that, my wife, she turned out to be a real estate agent, and now she's a real estate broker, and we kind of piggybacked off each other. So I get my people pre-approved and send them to the wife, and it was a beautiful thing.
We've got a system here. You guys know what you're doing. That's right. And getting not just a realtor's license, but a broker's license to do that. And Nikki, you've taken this to the next level. Now, you were doing financing for homes?
Correct. At North American Savings Bank. So I did that for a few years. After that, I felt I learned enough, and I wound up opened my own branch. It was Premier Mortgage Funding, and they were based out of Clearwater, Florida. Did that for 8 or 9 years, and unfortunately the market crashed, and been doing real estate investments and property management ever since.
Well, there you go. So that leads me to my next question. I want to find out, Nikki, you obviously are along to make this happen. Tell me when you decided to jump in and all of the certifications and your broker, your licenses and everything, you're really making this happen.
Well, I would really take it back when we first, when we got married, we were looking for a home and we did not have the best credit at that time. We had enough to get approved, but we did not have the best credit. And we went through multiple agents to be able to assist us into getting in the home. And being newly married, we obviously did not have the funding, the resources, and all of that. And people just kept slamming the door in our face. But, I'm a praying, believing, God-fearing person, and I kept, understanding the fact that this was meant for me. I wanted a home for myself, my family. We didn't have a family at that time, but we were growing into a family, that I wanted a home. And the only way that I can get that is to continue to persevere. And we eventually came in contact with a realtor by the name of Angela Williams, who became a friend, and she helped lead and guide us into home ownership. And at that time, I was very inspired by her, and that's what made me go and get my real estate license from there. Because I said, it has to be more Angela Williams out here. It has to be other people out here that will assist the unfortunate, the unhoused, the people who need affordable housing. And that's what inspired me from the beginning.
Wow, that's pretty exciting, motivational. If you're talking about how you can really impact the community, finding people who just, they may have had some difficult part in their life. If all of us have been through something like that, and they need a little help bouncing back and a place to live. And this is a superpower team. We call this a power team, right? You guys really have put this together and made it happen. Gosh, so we talked a little bit about my intro. I had to kind of quietly say 40 years plus combined experience with this. What is it that gives you the satisfaction that you enjoy most about this? Obviously, it feels great. I'll go back to you for that one, Nikki. Tell me why you love this.
When you give someone the keys to a home, that's the most gratifying experience ever. And when I tell you it warms your heart, it really puts things in perspective, because there are over a million people that are unhoused right now globally. And when you know that, I've been blessed my whole life with amazing parents who continue to press us to go get education. But we fell in that credit trap, which a lot of people do. And so when you fall in that credit trap, if you can even know better and still not do the right things, right, messing up your credit and things of that nature. And that's what we did. And so when you're able to rebound from that and you're able to see yourself in these other people, and you give them the keys to a place that they can call home, whether it's buying, whether it's renting, and even investing, it is a wonderful feeling. So I wake up every morning not only excited to do what I do, but blessed to have the opportunity to do what I do.
Well, back to what we were talking about there, it literally gets to be a situation where, gosh, I didn't realize there's a million people without housing around this little planet.
Unhoused, yes.
And gosh, how often is it the case that they just like you said, they made a little hiccup in their credit, and the next thing, now I'll even share a little of my own personal background, but what I had learned about credit, like I had a credit in the 5s. And man, if I'd have had my credit in the right place, and this 2% loans they were doing back a couple of years ago, I mean, it really is such a great opportunity to really help people, and that's where I'm just impressed by the background you guys bring to this to really make this kind of a difference. I'm going to go back over to you to ask you a little bit more, if we can here. Tell me a little bit about what led you here. From the financial perspective, if you will, because literally, how many people, Wardell, they don't understand the financial side of this. Does that help you to get this done for people because you do have that strong financial background?
It does, and again, it was the aspect of knowing the importance of having good credit scores, or having that background to where you're able to educate these people to let them know, hey, just because you're paying rent and you're paying like $1,800-$1,900 a month, I guess the aspect of owning a home with a lower interest rate to get you at a lower payment. I mean, I don't know. I need help.
You're doing great.
I'm sorry.
Yes, I mean his expertise in that area really helped a lot, because when we first purchased our home, interest rates were like 13%. And so he mentioned also that around the crash, we were also real estate investors, we had a huge portfolio and lost it all either to foreclosure or to bankruptcy and things of that nature. So we walk with experience in the hands of the clients that we work with and represent, because not only can we tell our story, we've lived our story.
Yeah.
And I think that's what makes us different from anybody else out here that's in real estate, that's in property management, that's helping people. And, you know, that's why I walk proud and do what I do.
Well, there you go. You can see the teamwork going on there.
Right.
They help each other, because there's nobody that understands it and can handle all of this on their own. As a guy I'm producing a little TV show, we got my buddy Phil here with me today.
Hey, Phil.
This is just gotten to be more than any one person can handle. But you guys have got that Dino Power Team. I like to call it that, because it's literally like you are empowering people so much with the ability to now get a home where they can now that they can call their own. Now, is this often rent to own, or is it renting exclusively, or what are the different paths that you help people with?
So we primarily work with affordable housing, and affordable housing can consist of HUD, which is a voucher program. People that are unfortunately not able to pay, you know, the standard rent. Rents are expensive out here. I mean, you know, we do business here in the St. Louis area. We also do business in the Atlanta, Georgia area. And we're seeing rents, you know, scale up anywhere for a decent home, anywhere from $15,000 to $4,000 a month. And that can be very expensive for someone who, first of all, does not have that credit, because most of the time when you go get approved for renting home ownership, they're going to run your credit. And right now, you typically have to have anywhere from about a 620 and above in order to qualify for a home loan. We, as JZM Property Management, we don't necessarily look at credit, because again, we came from a credit challenge background and we understand life happens. As it relates to credit card debt, we do see if you've been paying your bills, because we want to make sure that when you get in, you're going to pay those bills that count, like your rent and your utilities, that you're going to be consistent with paying those. But if you have credit challenges, if we see that, you know, and our team looks at that and see if you, you know, perhaps maybe a charge off or something like that, how long ago was it? You know, unfortunately, you know, most things happen like within a 7-year time span. If we see that you have been trying to do that, and even if you haven't been trying, we want to help you try. If you want to try, you can't help people that don't want to be helped. And we're in the business of helping those that want to be helped. And if you want to change, we can help you change. And that's where that comes in at.
Okay. Wardell, you've got a great partner here.
Oh my God, it's the best.
Is this made it work for you?
Yes, big time. She actually is my rock, and she's one of the main reasons why I left the corporate industry. So I had a job that I was at it for 12 years, and I saw the growth and how things picked up, and it's kind of overwhelming for her just to be running things on her own. So with her blessings, she said, I think it's time for you to come aboard and help out. So and that's what I did, and that was the best move I ever made.
Well, there you go. It's creating that incredible team like you guys have put together. I'm scrolling through some of your work and your images on your Facebook page, and it's very evident you guys are good at helping people, and that's a huge part of our community. We did a little quick search. Like I said, AI, Google these days can dig up just about anything about anybody. And I'm just going to kind of scroll through this for everybody. But if you look on our TV wall to the far right there, I'll put this on the screen for everyone to take a look at. But gosh, how much was there that is said about you guys from a property management perspective, and wonderful things that people have said about you, and just go on and on. Everybody's got that one client that wasn't even somebody that we worked with, but a perfect score other than that. And so that's how often is that the case, where you really get to help people and they tell the world about it in a positive way. How does it make you feel to have so much on the internet in a positive method that people are saying about you?
Oh God, it goes a long way.
Yeah.
I mean, that's part of our growth, and that's what keeps things moving. And I mean, we put in the work, so it's there.
And we need to probably get better at asking for Google reviews, because we've helped,
that's true.
I mean, from an investment perspective, because we also help people learn how to invest in real estate. And we've had people that were renters before, then they became homeowners. Then they're like, hey, we really learned a lot from you from becoming a renter and then a homeowner. Can you teach us how to invest in real estate too? And so that, follows through with it. And when you get those great reviews from people, word of mouth, or if they publicize it or something, or tell somebody, because telling someone about your business is the best word of mouth publishment that you can get. And we get those on a consistent basis. Our phone is always ringing with someone say you were referred to us by this person or that person. So it really is a beautiful thing, because one thing that people need is a place to stay, and we help provide that.
Such an important part of our world here, and really helping the community to do so. So you guys are doing great work. With that, we're going to share a little bit of our fun we had in the community partaking. We talked to the SLU basketball guys, everybody.
Yes.
The Juneteenth celebration, and coincidentally, after I had this little conversation with them before the season started, the Billikens have had a heck of a season. I'm not going to say I caused it, but I'll say I might have had a lot to do with it. How about that? But check that out. We had a lot of fun. Here it is. All right, everybody. We're here with the SLU basketball team enjoying this awesome event. First up, Robbie. You're a little taller than me. I guess you play for the basketball team at St. Louis University.
I do that, yes, sir.
What's your position? How long have you been on the team?
I play center. This is going to be my second year here at SLU.
Are you excited about the upcoming season?
Oh, yeah, I'm super excited. It's going to be a fun season. We can't wait to get started.
What do you find most exciting about this event here today at Delwood Rec Center?
I think just seeing the community get together, seeing the camaraderie between people, on this lovely holiday. Obviously it's a big thing to celebrate, and so just seeing everybody out here together having a good time is awesome.
Do you think I can help you maybe with a little bit of your slam dunks, maybe?
I think you can help me a lot, yeah.
All right, we'll work on that later. All right. Thank you, Robbie. What's your name?
I'm Dion Brown.
All right, Dion. What position you playing?
I play combo guard, sometimes small forward as well, so 1, 2, and 3.
I was not a basketball player at this level, obviously, everybody. So you shoot, rebound, dunk, the whole thing?
That's it. Anything I can do.
How excited are you about playing for SLU this year?
I can't wait. It's got a great group of guys. It's my first year here, so I'm kind of meeting everyone for the first time, but I can't complain. I love it here.
How fun has this event been for you?
It's been great. We got to see people. We got to help out a little bit, taking out the trash, got to meet people, take pictures, spend time with the community, with the youth, so it's been great.
If you need any help with your three-pointer, you let me know.
Yeah, you can help me right now, actually. I appreciate that. Thank you.
All right, thank you, sir. Good deal. What's your name?
His name is Carter Rethwich, but in St. Louis, he's known as the Cardinal Cowboy. He's a well-known fixture in the stands at sporting events in the Gateway City. He's one of its greatest cheerleaders, a super fan like no other. When he makes his rounds at almost every home game, he shares his love for sports with the rest of fandom with a smile, a cheer, some positive encouragement, and lots of selfies and pics. But the Cardinal Cowboy was born of a tragic incident. Rethwich was an aspiring athlete in high school and college. He dreamed of playing in the big leagues, but those dreams ended when he and 3 of his college friends were hit with a devastating crash by a 5-time drunk driver. One of his best friends died. Carter suffered a critical head injury. The trauma put him in a coma for 6 days. The doctors said he was never expected to function again. Those expectations never came true. He fought back and finished college. He was determined to prove the doctors wrong. Among other inspirations, it was his love of baseball that kept him going. And from his near-death experience, the Cardinal Cowboy emerged. His goal in life became to inspire others with positivity despite the odds, to help people believe in themselves and achieve their dreams.
So after my coma, I realized that it was up to me if I was going to accomplish my goals, if I was going to reach my dreams. Despite what the naysayers would say, the people that were discouraging me, like they do everyone, it's up to me if I'm going to make it. Don't listen to the naysayers. It's up to you. You decide whether you're going to succeed, whether you're going to reach your goals. Dream, and then always, always chase your dreams. Never give up. Giddy up. Hey, we're looking for the small business owners and leaders in our community to be on our show. This is the Your Little Castle show. We air 3 times a week, every week on ABC, and we would like to put somebody you know, or maybe it's you, who's a business owner to be on our show. You'll sit right here in our guest chair right here, sitting here talking to us. We're going to put on the wall your website and everything about you, and highlight you as a leader. Fill out the form you see here on our website. It's bigleagues.com, and if you go to bigleagues.com, fill out this form. It takes just a couple seconds, and you can even schedule yourself right here. Schedule yourself to be on the show, and there is no charge for us to record you. There's no charge to be in the studio. Check it out if you would like to be on. Fill out the form again, bigleagues.com. This is where we can turn any interview into a series of clips. Check that out. Go to bigleagues.com. So there you have it, everybody. We'll talk a little bit about our book here in the media, but Magnetize Your Media, yours truly wrote the introduction here, and it talks about, it's a bestseller on Amazon, but get into how the media has really helped us to formulate this little world we're in, and how you communicate, how you get the word out, how you create such good karma, good reviews, good things that people say when they do a Google search about you. But tell me, let's do a little cost analysis here. I'd like to break it down for a consumer, but I guess this is a really critical piece, because I love talking to my construction guys, and we've had counselors on here, but here you're really in a situation where you're helping somebody to get back on their feet to where they can get into a home, right, and to a residence that they can potentially own. I guess you help people along that path build their credit, and this really helps them to get into. Now that is one of the what's the risk that people might have if they don't do this? Well, they could never own a house. It's one of the most important assets. Tell me a little bit about what you enjoy and why it's important for people you think to use your program, to use your skills to get back on their feet, if you will.
Well, if you find yourself in a situation where you've been turned away because of your credit, perhaps maybe your score is not where it needs to be, because most people will look at your score, whether you're buying, renting, or whatnot. And so if you feel as though you're that person, we can assist you with getting on your feet. We don't. A lot of people talk about fixing credit. We don't do that. We help build your credit. When I like what you said when you said that, restore your credit, show you where you messed up and possibly could advance. And again, because we've been there. We've been down to the 400s, up to the 500s, all the way up to the 800s. And it's a cycle. Credit is a cycle. And what you put into action and you make results from it. And so that's what we were able to do. That's what we help others do, and to help them become from renters to homeowners. Now, we also understand that everybody don't desire to own a home, because with home ownership comes responsibility,
right,
and a lot of time and money. And so if you don't have those resources, renting is a first step, so you can see if it is for you. And if it is, then fine, we move to that next step. We don't push people into home ownership, we show them a way. And when we show you a way, it's from a clear path to see where you are now to where you want to be in the future. And in that future, we do an analysis, a cost analysis, to see what you make, your income, and that's where his mortgage experiences comes in, to see what you make now, what you're going to make in the future. We even help give you opportunity. Are you seeking to go to college and stuff, things of that nature. And that's from our perspective of, I used to be an educator, and so I believe in education of everything that you do. And I come from a family of educators. And so that's the passion, again, and that drive, that determination to help others achieve the same thing.
Well, you're speaking my language there. Come from a family of educators myself. My mom helped me understand. She's got the building named after her. She's done incredible stuff. Still teaching part-time, 60 years now. But the education is so empowering. If people become informed, they understand what it is they need to go out and accomplish it. Rather than not knowing, then people run you around, and you can really spend a lot of your time in not a good place. But
I'd like to add something too.
Yeah, and what else? Give me a little bit more about that.
And to piggyback off what you said, a lot of the property owners, they enjoy working with us because of our vast experience. Not only that, I used to be an appraiser. I did that for a few years. I was a home inspector, and we still do that as well. So we have a vast amount of knowledge on every aspect involved in owning a home.
And he also worked with the HUD department.
Yes,
so that expertise comes in, because he knows what HUD is looking for when renting a home. And a lot of times the investors that we work with, a lot of them are out of state. 98% of our clients are not even in Missouri. They're worldwide. We have clients in China. We have clients we have one in Pakistan, a couple in Pakistan. California is where a lot of our investors come. And I really want to stress the fact of investing in real estate. If you look at majority of the wealth in the United States, it is in real estate. And, you know, people will say, I know Robert Kiyosaki used to say all the time, you know, when you own a home, that's not your wealth. Well, I think at it from another perspective, and I'm coming from a real estate perspective and saying that when you own a home, it gives you leverage, that leverage to pull that equity out if you need to, if you need something to put that child through college. It also is transferable. You can't transfer renting a property, but you can transfer home ownership by passing it down, you know, and things of that nature. So again, that educational background from my family being in educators and pushing us through going to get education, it works together.
Yes, well said. I mean, we're just fortunate to have experts like you and your husband that can help to make this happen for so many people and be involved. With that, Wardell, I ask you, why should somebody choose you guys? You guys obviously bring a lot to the table. Give me kind of a lowdown. What it is that really you do that sets yourselves apart?
Because again, our vast experience, 2003 in the industry, all the different aspects of owning a home and buying a home that we have, mortgage banker, property manager, appraiser, home inspector. Yeah, I don't think too many other businesses and companies offer that. So.
That's a lot that goes all into right there. You've got it covered. I didn't realize that. You've done inspections. You've done loans. I mean, when you add up everything that you guys are bringing to the table to help somebody, why wouldn't they choose you? You've obviously got the proven history.
Yeah, you come into the table, we're going to eat with you. So, you know, we're going to fix a good gourmet meal so that you're full, that you're plentified, and that you're successful in your endeavor.
Oh, and then the insurance.
Yeah, we also have an insurance aspect as well, so we help teach wealth from that perspective of getting covered with your property, for your property, whether it's renter's insurance. A lot of times people don't understand that, you know, when you're getting a property, you got to cover your assets in there because the owner is going to have theirs, and if you're in a property and you're renting it, that's not the owner's responsibility to cover your personal belongings. That's your responsibility. So we teach that whole aspect of home ownership, and insurance is a critical aspect of it as well.
There you have it, everybody. Somebody who's got it covered from A to Z. Just write it down. You've got somebody here that can take care of you and help you get through that process. Tell me, though, you've got quite the educational background, too, and both of you here with certifications and degrees. And tell me a little bit about with that. I'll start. Wardell, tell me a little bit about your educational background.
Well, McClure High School. I graduated in '87, and very strong basketball player.
Yeah.
Yep, very strong.
To say it lightly, right?
No. So we were forced to be reckoned with in the St. Louis area, and from there I went on and played a couple of years in Nebraska at a small junior college there, and from there I graduated and came back home to St. Louis and graduated from Fontbonne with my bachelor's degree in commercial art and financing, and I played ball there. So that is
that's a lot, everybody, when you're getting through all of
yeah.
this. Nikki, you've got an impressive background. You've got a master's degree, too, so tell me about it.
Yes. Well, I am from East St. Louis, Illinois. Yes, great people come out of East St. Louis, Illinois. We got a lot of athletes and things of that nature, business people, my dad, all of that. So I graduated, then I went on to Clark Atlanta University in Atlanta, Georgia, got my BA there with a business degree in business and then management and marketing for a minor. And then from there, I went on and came back home because my grandmother got sick, so I found myself back here in the St. Louis area and got my MBA from Fontbonne University, and that is in business as well. So, and then from there, I decided to go ahead and get some licenses. I stay stacked with the hustle, and licenses encumber that. So I have my real estate license, and I am a broker, as he mentioned. I also am licensed in insurance with property and casualty, as well as home and life.
And much more to talk about, everybody. We're going to have them stick around for another half an hour. Stay tuned, everybody.